Shalom, shalom. My name is Barney de Klerk. I'm making this video to talk about the gospel portion for Parashat Vayikra, the start of Leviticus. And of course, in the gospel portion, it also deals about the law. It's from Matthew 5, verse 23 to 30. But I really recommend that for context, we read Matthew 5, verse 20 up to 37. I'm going to start by reading just one verse, Matthew 5, verse 20, to you that sets the scene. Verse 20 says, "For I tell you," this is Yeshua speaking, "I tell you that unless your righteousness exceed that of the Pharisees and the Torah scholars, you shall never enter into the kingdom of heaven." Let that sink in. Unless your righteousness exceed the Pharisees and the Torah scholars, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. In these verses that follows then, Yeshua explains that the Torah law is stricter in its application than the mere letter of the law. And that's why he says we have to do better than the Pharisees and the Torah scholars. The spiritual aspects that go with it applies. That's the narrow definition, the narrow interpretation of the Torah. Hidden sinful thoughts make one guilty of transgressing Adonai's law, and he requires purity of heart. Therefore, the teaching states that any teaching that says that the law has been done away with is clearly false. Do not listen to those liars. They are preparing the way for the man of lawlessness. Do not follow them. Run away from them. In Matthew 5, verse 21 and 22, we read what I'll read next. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever commits murder shall be subject to judgment. But I tell you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be subject to judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Raka, shall be subject to the council, and whoever says you fool shall be subject to fiery Gehenna. That is far stricter than what the law says, than what the Torah prescribes. And this is Yeshua talking about, explaining to us the spirit of the Torah. Remember, he's the living Torah. He knows all about it. He wrote it with his fingers, the 10 Commandments on the stone. He dictated the entire Torah to Moses. So he knows best. And this is Yeshua's own words. If you think that false teachings based on a misrepresentation of what Paul intended will save you, then I wish you good luck. You're going to need it. Let's read what Yeshua said in Matthew 5, verse 27 and 28. In 27, you have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I tell you that whoever looks upon a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Again, the narrow interpretation of Torah law, as Yeshua said. I want to repeat what I said just now. This is Yeshua's own words. If you think that false teaching based on a misrepresentation of what Paul intended to write will save you, then I wish you good luck. You will need it. Let's consider that people who say that the law has been done away with, they are preparing the way for the man of lawlessness. The truth is not in them. Please pay attention to Yeshua's teaching. Furthermore to this, in Matthew 17 verse 5 and Mark 9 verse 7, Adonai told us to listen to Yeshua. That instruction from God the Father is not idle. If you laugh it off, you do so at your own peril. Please rather make an informed choice and reject the false teaching that the law has been done away with. that teaching will lead you away from your salvation. In all this, Yeshua taught to first make shalom with your brother before you bring sacrifice. Prayer is a sacrifice. Worship is a sacrifice. In Matthew 5 verse 23 and 24, Yeshua's teaching is that before you pray, before you worship, before you bring your sacrifice, make shalom with your brother. And with that, I pray that Adonai will bless you by guiding you in truth. I pray that He will lead you to keep His commandments as the Bible teaches us to do, as He does in His own words, as we've just read. I pray that Adonai will smile lovingly upon you and that He will be gracious to you. And I pray that He will lead you on the narrow path to the salvation that He has prepared for you, and that you will enter into His shalom. Shalom, shalom.